What's up, buddy, man? It's the Bronco at the Fro coming at you with another reaction video. 7 most hated footballers in today's game by Gold90. Go subscribe to them, get them to 505,000 subscribers. Let me go ahead and predict most hated. We gonna go ahead and go Vinicius Jr. Of course, you know Vinny always gonna have people who hate on that man. We go. Who is it? Let me think of. Oh, Paredes. He said Enzo. The whole thing could be Argentina's. Goddammit. This whole list, low key, after the World Cup. Hell yeah, put some Enzo for sure is going on there. Enzo. You said the Paredes dude. Let's throw the Paredes dude on there. We can throw Nardo on there. Cucurella. Yeah, I got this name for me. It's like Cucurella. And then number 7, we go ahead and go. Messi. You think so? Just because of the Messi haters in the CR7. So I feel like 3 Argentinians mess around to be on this list, shaking the building. So, hey man, let's see what goes down.
Always produced villains. This isn't just about players being bad guys. It's about how modern football turns split-second decisions into global controversies within minutes. So let's get into it. These are the 7 footballers the internet hasn't stopped hating on recently. And
nah, I don't feel like people anger is towards Balogun. I feel like it's more so. Yeah, do the poll, eyes. Do the poll. Over or under 2.5 Argentinians. Everybody vote up. I think people's anger was more so aimed towards America as a whole. I feel like Balogun did a good job to catch some of the flack off of his back by going up to the manager and apologizing and saying he had nothing to do with it and things of that nature, you know. But yeah, let's see what goes down.
Reasons why. We'll start with Enzo Fernandez, because no player on this list has stacked controversy on top of controversy
like Enzo.
quite like him. Player on this list has stacked controversy on top of controversy quite like him. It began at the 2024 Copa America when Fernandez live-streamed a video from Argentina's team bus of players singing a chant containing offensive lyrics aimed at French players and their African roots. Chelsea teammate Wesley Fofana called it out publicly and unfollowed him, and the French Federation lodged a formal complaint. Fernandez apologized to his teammates and donated to an anti-discrimination charity, but the damage...
Bro, do y'all be moved when football players or celebrities in general donate to charity for apologies? I feel like I'm the only who don't give a fuck if they donate to charity. Especially because I be hearing charities be scams anyway. I heard they be pocketing that shit. My mama
stole that shit.
To his reputation stuck. Then came this summer's World Cup. Argentina beat England 2-1 in an ill-tempered semi-final, with Fernandez scoring the equaliser. And the celebrations afterwards saw the players parade a controversial and political banner, reigniting the Falklands dispute and prompting the UK government to demand a FIFA investigation. Asked afterwards whether he hated England, Fernandez tried to explain there were no hard feelings by pointing out that the people who help around his house in London are English. It was meant as a gesture of goodwill. Instead, it detonated online.
My friends are black. And said, bro, I love English people. My mates are English. He thought this shit was gonna go off good. I understand, but obviously he lives in England, so the people who fucking, you know, clean his house and all of that are go be English. You know, it makes sense, but obviously coming from him, it's just ill-tasted, you know?
Mocking him for essentially saying he couldn't hate English people because some of them work for him. And his tournament didn't get any calmer from there. He picked up a second yellow card and was sent off in the World Cup final itself.
Look at the way he
plus his fouls and dirty displays, alongside the entire Argentine squad, has left a bad taste in people's mouths, with some Chelsea fans even going as far as to say that he needs to be sold. Speaking of that final whistle chaos, nobody embodied it more than Leandro Paredes.
Oh, there go number 2, the second Argentinian.
Should have ended with handshakes. Instead, cameras caught Paredes squaring up to Eric Garcia.
They're Argentinians. Hey, it's just crazy on how the PR for them teeny thugs has just went a whole 180 since the 2022 World Cup. They was the Darling Childs. They was the Darling Boys. They was the Disney World story. And they've been showing us who they were in front of our faces the whole time with the whole Mbappe saga. With the whole little Mbappe doll or this or that. I seen that black person over there for Arthur. I said, bro, if you have any damn dignity and any damn will, you need to go to, I don't give a damn if you from Suriname. You go and represent Suriname. That damn, bro. I know. Come on, bro. Have some pride, man. Have some pride.
Throat before wrestling Barcelona teenager Gavi to the ground.
Leonardo
Scaloni rushed over to break it up, but not before Paredes had already earned himself a red card in a match Argentina had just lost. Former England goalkeeper Joe Hart didn't hold back afterward, calling the scene disgusting behaviour. What makes it sting is the timing. This wasn't a
Haitian
reckless
orphan.
tackle.
Oh yeah, for sure then. And go play for Haiti. Haiti was just in the World Cup. My mama.
89th minute with the game still alive. The whistle had blown. Spain were world champions and Paredes was still fighting. For a player already known for his fiery streak, it became the moment his aggression finally looked like it was serving nobody but his own temper. FIFA do not seem to have taken kindly
Look at them, why
to the
that's
matter,
happening.
with
They sitting there
Paredes
hugging
very
each other.
likely
Okay,
soon
Nico.
being on
Hey,
the
y'all
end of
heard
the-
that rumor by Nico? Boys, I heard paparazzi taking a picture of Nico on the boat, bricked up and shit with the hose. No cap.
lengthy ban, alongside the Argentina FA for the political banner in the semis and their players' behaviour in the final. From one Argentina.
As soon as I type it in, I thought, bro, last time it came on my page, it was like adult content or whatever. But basically, I thought it was just gonna be a picture of him on the boat with the girls, because apparently he got a girlfriend at home, and she saw the picture of them on a boat, and obviously he cheating or whatever, and you know he unfollowed Nico and blocked him or whatever. And then once I clicked on the pictures, they saw the picture this bricked up. That's why I brought it up.
Argentine controversy to a very different kind of Argentine story. Alejandro Garnacho.
That's three. All right, y'all, go ahead and pay it out. 3 Argentinians already, and this ain't even make the World Cup, and he on the most hated list. Are we counting Garnacho for Argentina, or are we counting him in Spanish? What's what? Because that's 3 already to open up the video.
Out his welcome at 2 massive clubs in under a year. After falling out with Ruben Amorim at Manchester United, being left out of the 2025 Europa League final squad, and reportedly training away from the first team, Garnacho forced through a £40 million move to Chelsea. Former United midfielder Nicky Butt didn't mince words afterward, branding his old academy's product attitude a disgrace, and saying that he'd gotten superstar status way too quickly. The problem is that Chelsea hasn't exactly been the fresh start that he was hoping for either. Reports emerged this year that the club was already open to selling him after barely a season, with insiders describing the £40 million signing as not working out. When United beat Chelsea 1-0 this spring, former teammate Luke Shaw posted a photo of himself shoving Garnacho to the ground, captioned in a way that made clear old wounds hadn't healed. That post was liked by virtually the entire squad, showing even his old teammates don't seem to like him much. Talented? Undeniably, but increasingly seen by 2 different fan bases as more trouble than he's worth. Now, Alexander Sørloth is proof of just how
because that nigga ain't passing all the Holland. You even had Americans saying, bro, what is this Sørloth doing? Give that hoe to Holland. Because, you know, this Erling was the darling child of America. We loved Holland when he was there. All the casuals knew that fucking Viking
can get over a single
Sørloth ain't passing that hoe. You even had
1-0 in their
Tay, what's the name? The Chicago Hood, the GD Tay something. Even his ass was talking about it. He was like on GD, folk. Why the fuck that Odegaard nigga ain't past the Erling, folk? Nobody's here to see you on GD. That's even they was on TikTok Hood. everything.
Up quarter-final in Miami when Martin Ødegaard split the defense to set up a 2-on-1 break. Sørloth and a completely unmarked Erling Haaland against a single English defender.
Goal all day,
Instead of
every day.
it, Sørloth hesitated, took an extra touch and shot himself. The effort was blocked. Haaland threw his hands up in disbelief and England came back to win 2-1 courtesy of a Jude Bellingham brace. Sørloth was honest about it afterward, admitting, "The only thing I want in that situation is to pass to Erling. Then it feels like that pass isn't there and then I go for the shot." That honestly didn't stop the pile-on. Fans accused him of everything from selfishness to secret jealousy of Haaland's stardom, and the backlash reportedly escalated into death threats. Haaland had become the World Cup's darling at that point, and the hate towards Sørloth from the media, fans and casuals was relentless. There's no evidence Sørloth was motivated by anything other than instinct in a split second.
The LARPers, as y'all call it, like all the females
the real
saying on TikTok how he was jealous and shit.
If Sørloth shows how quickly heroes can become villains, Federico Valverde shows how fast a captain's armband can turn scrutiny into a full-blown storyline. For years, he was one of the most admired players of Real Madrid. Humble, hard-working, universally respected. That reputation took a hit this year when he and French teammate Aurélien Tchouameni were involved in back-to-back training ground clashes just days apart. The second incident left Valverde needing stitches for a facial cut and briefly being taken to hospital by wheelchair, with the club later confirming a head injury and fining both players €500,000 each. Valverde insisted afterward that "my teammate didn't hit me, nor did I hit him," blaming a collision with a table brought on by fatigue and frustration. This was on the back of some controversies with former boss Xabi Alonso. Whatever actually happened behind closed doors, the optics were damaging for a captain, especially with Uruguay then crashing out.
Well, I guess you say, I guess they was, oh, here we go.
Stage soon after, leaving Valverde facing questions both at club and country level about a season that completely unraveled around him. Then there's Matias Galarza, and to understand why he's on the list, you first have to understand that this isn't really about one man. It's about an entire team that decided football wasn't the priority.
Weasel that played for Paraguay. Yeah, I hate that boy, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even know he played for Major League Soccer. He was the main weasel who was trying to fight everybody on the French team.
That day, with Galarza standing front and center as the face of it. When Paraguay met France in the round of 16, they didn't just defend deep and hope for a smash and grab. They fouled relentlessly, faked injuries, and dragged out every stoppage they could find.
Hey, where Pokey at? Pokey, is this complex to you? See ball, hit ball. See a nigga hit a nigga, that's complex. I'm trolling, y'all. I'm trolling.
Their average time on a Paraguayan goal kick at 62 seconds against France's 5. Galarza appeared to catch Kylian Mbappe with a clenched fist strike away from the ball that somehow escaped both the referee and VAR. Then walked over to scuff up the penalty spot right before Mbappe's own kick, only to be shoved away by Dembele. Not a single Paraguay player was even booked. To me. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, Galarza had already gone viral days earlier for picking up a referee's dropped watch mid-scuffle and casually trying it on his own wrist before handing it back. Individually, that moment was almost charming. Stacked on top of the France performance, it read as exactly what critics accused the whole team of being. More interested in games than in the game itself. Galarza became the clown prince of a team the entire football world decided simply hadn't come to play.
Hold on.
And finally, Simon Adingra, whose story might be the saddest on this list, because it really isn't about villainy at all. In the closing minutes of Ivory Coast's group stage clash with Germany, Nicolas Pepe surged forward and squared the ball into what looked like an open net. Adingra hesitated and, instead of shooting,
I know what y'all talking about,
toward the sideline.
He didn't shoot.
Germany broke away and Deniz Undav scored the winner soon after in a 2-1 defeat. That single frozen moment replayed endlessly online became the entire story of Ivory Coast's tournament, with fans imagining the goal, the draw, maybe even the win. Nobody accused Adingra of malice. He simply hesitated for a fraction of a second on the biggest stage of his career. And in today's football culture, that's sometimes all it takes to become infamous. Some of these players are hated for what they actually did. Others are hated for what fans only believe they did. And in modern football, that second kind of hatred might be the more powerful one. Do you think that we left anyone
Hey man,
off
let
the
me know
list?
if they left anybody off the list. I
comments.
see they said surprisingly Emi Martinez wasn't hated. Yeah, he wasn't really obnoxious this time around. He was pretty quiet in terms of stuff. But 7 most hated footballers today. The most hated footballer for me of this summer for sure has to be, man, it's like I'm playing, not Raji. It's that motherfucker on Paraguay. No, either one. It's one of the Argentinians, goddammit. I'm going Enzo for me. I'm going Enzo, but it's for sure one of the Argentinians, the whole team, goddammit, the whole Argentinian team, and that little weasel from Paraguay. Shit, the South Americans, put it like that. Them damn South American thugs. That's who I don't like. I'm out.